Hi, this is another checkpoint video for my upcoming game synSpace Drone Runners, which is a space game, but in addition to the ability to chat with other players using text, you can also do a certain amount of communications using music. And the most straightforward thing to show you is the little keyboard, which has 6 shortcuts to different instruments. But it's got a complete synthesizer where you can make your own instruments, and I've made these. None of them are particularly great. And there's lots of other videos showing how to do that. But what I wanted to show today was I reorganized this a little bit. So you still have your oscilloscope button that turns the oscilloscope stuff on and off. But I separated patch and groove into 2 separate modules. So now if you're thinking about patches, which basically means you're thinking about making new instruments, then you go to this panel where you can select or clone existing patches. You can specify your little mini keyboard here is part of a larger keyboard, so you can set where that is. And you can see the name of the current instrument and its asset tag. And you have these sub tabs, synth being the one where you actually define the sound of the music, the instrument's actual sound. Knobs being a bunch of other weird things. But anyway, so back to the piano, so you got this patch button, but then you also have this groove button, and that now goes to a whole other panel, which looks pretty similar. But it's for grooves instead of patches. Those are both collectibles, but a groove is more of a complete song. And this now, again, there's lots of other films I have showing how to make a groove. But what's new this weekend is this TRAX button, where here's a typical groove where there's been one track recorded. And if I say play, you can see this little white line move along as it plays that track. Okay, now if I pick a different instrument and then push record, it'll actually start a second channel now, second track. So I push record and now I start to play. And you can see up here the new track as events come in. And just kind of remember the sort of things I was doing. Okay, so we're done recording. And now we play it back. And you can hear both tracks. Now, these little track selectors also are a UI element. If I tap one, it mutes it, so you're not hearing the tink, tink, tink channel anymore. Now you're hearing it again. Now you're not hearing the woo woo channel anymore. Now you're hearing it. And if I stop and I hit record again, it'll just automatically start a third channel. And I stop recording, and I play the whole thing back, and now I have 3 channels. And let's say I don't like one of them, I'll do a long press on the 2 here, and that erases that channel. And now if I stop and record it, stop it, and then start another recording, it'll pick the first available channel, which should be 2. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, I got some other things coming up, but basically all I wanted to show was Now down at the piano level, so at the simplest level, just a piano, and then these two extension pads, which bring up two tabbed subpanels, one about grooves and one about patches. And there's the map. Anyway, just some basic UI change and the increase to number of four tracks total. And I'm going to stop saying jam sessions and just start saying tracks because that's less confusing for people. The end.